Hey, hello everyone, this is Rutik and today is our day 33 of Finding Job series. So, let's start our today's day. First of all, let me tell you what I did today. So, as usual, I woke up at 7. After that, I did some exercise, get ready, and sat at my desk. Today, I learn about the Redux middleware. We all know about Redux, how it's work. So first of all, let me tell you what is Redux and how it's work in very simple term. Basically, we know in our application or in our website, we have states that carries our data from one functional component to the another functional component. And when our app grows big, at that time we need something to manage our states. So at that time we use the Redux, which is a state management library. And Redux, let me tell you how Redux work and flow of the Redux. So basically Redux, it's like a store. It is a big global store where we can declare our all variables and it's accessible throughout our application. Okay, and when I want to change any states, so let's take an example. So I have the cart state, and when I click on the add cart button, at that time our cart value get updated. Okay, so how it's work? So I click on add cart button. At that time the add item, that action is dispatch. Okay, first step is a clicking on the button. Another second step was the action was dispatch, and when that action is dispatched, it call the reducer function. So reducer function update our card slice in the store, that cards value get updated. And fourth step is using use selector we can update our UI. So that's how Redux is working, and it's very easy for the local state. We can dispatch any action and reducer function called. But let me tell you, when we want to handle our big app, or I want some other data from the world, like API server, etc. things, at that time it's not work as we say earlier, because it's need something. Because reducer are very, means they are very clean, they didn't run any async await functions or use effect or any API calls. So we can't pass fetch API card details in our reducer function. So we have to handle it. We have to handle our async await function, or we have to handle our API call. We have to handle that asynchronous nature. So how do we handle in Redux? At that time, middlewares comes in a picture. So middlewares gives us actually middleware help us to solve that async await, or like a side effects, API call, that type of problem. It's manage all of this. But let me tell you how is this gonna manage and all. Uh, Actually, middleware have a two main type. First of one is a Thunk and another one is a Saga. So Saga is basically used for the modern application, modern as well as for advanced application we use the Saga, but commonly we use the Thunk. So when previously when we dispatch an action, at that time that action or that dispatch store object data. Okay, it's like a type and add item. So passing object in it, it's our normal flow. But what Thumb does is it can passes the function in it. That function handle the async await functions, or side effects or API call, and when it get result, it provide that result in form of a object or in form of a data to our reducer function, and then reducer function update our stores. So that's how our thumb work. So let me tell you one mental model so you can get a clear idea. So before I click on the button, add button, dispatch action which carry the object data, and it's called the reducer function, and reducer function update the card slice. Now when I click on the add item button, it's dispatch an action, but at that action we call the thumb function. Okay, and when that thumb function actually that thumb function run, it's contact with the server, get required data, update required data, and after that it's provide that data to the reducer function, and then reducer function update our store and our UI get updated. That's how Thunk work, and also similarly Saga also work as same, but we use Saga for the advanced application. Thunk is for the common use. So yeah, that's how React Redux middleware works. And after that, I move on to the DSA part, where I learn about I solve problems about the two pointers method, where we use the two pointers method. Let me tell you what is a two pointer. Basically, if I have any like array or object or anything, at the time when I use two pointers or two things to loop or iterate through that array, that's time we call that we are using two pointers like I and j, left and right. That's type of solve problems. So we say it is a two pointer approach. So I learn about that today and I solve problem around it. After that I had my lunch. I had pretty 20 minutes of walk and 20 minutes of nap. After that I read some books and again sat at my desk, and I deployed my project on the Vercel. There is a lots of build issue is there, and after deployment lots of issue are coming, authentication issues. So I work on that today. Lots of issue are fixed by the way, but yeah, lots of are pending, so I need to work on that as well. I think maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I'm able to complete it. And yeah, after that I applied some jobs and did communication practice. I also note down the things that I don't want to repeat. Lots of things I note down. Actually I think it gonna help me in future. So yeah, that's it about today. I learned lots of things, and actually today I feel little bit of depressed or demotivated because what happened now, when I have random thoughts in my mind like what happened if I didn't get a job, or lots of things are there, and at that time uh, I use phone or any other things to divert my mind, but today I didn't do that. If any thoughts comes in my mind, I means go with it actually, and I follow it. And yeah, it's kind of a little depressing and demotivating, but yeah, I know one thing, that's the only thing in my hand that is doing work, and that's it. I don't sure about the what say, I'm not sure about the result, how it gonna or how it's gonna look like, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm sure that the things in my hand which is a work, I have to do it daily. But yeah, let's see what happened. Today is only 33rd day of our finding job series. Lots of days are remaining. Let's see. Hope for the better future. Bye bye.